Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me well? All right, I see some thumbs up there. Cool, Lila and Braxton, good morning, California. Nice to see you guys. All right, it is 7 o'clock, time to start. So, I'm a little bit more cheerful today. It's Monday, and with every day, we're getting closer to reopening our dojo. So for the ones that are around here in Seattle area, we will be able to reopen our dojo when we are allowed to go to phase 2 of the safe start. We're getting really close. I keep watching the numbers. So we're working on improving the dojo. We're working on class schedule. As for online classes, we will be keeping for most likely 2 times a week online classes. We recognize that there are people that will not be comfortable coming back to the dojo, or they will not be able to come back to the dojo. So online classes will continue most likely Monday and Wednesday evening. Just a heads up to everybody for you guys to make your plans. All right, but for today, it's time to start. So be together. Great. Just quick warm up today, and now that pre-showdown test is, the first pre-showdown test is behind us, we'll work a little bit more and more on the two-point techniques for the brown belt. Since everybody in this class is brown belt, awesome, we can all work together. All right, so warming up, jumping jacks, knee, sun, chi, good, go, pitch, touch, two, do, forward and back, pitch, knee, sun, chi, go, pitch, touch, good, do, one more set, pitch, knee, sun, chi, go, pitch, touch, good, do, forward and back, pitch, knee, sun, chi, go, pitch, touch, good, do, arms forward. And back. Across. And twist. And the other way, one more time. And yeah, check it out. Arm over. Try to stretch the side of your body rather than bending from pushing your hip to the side. And the other way. And the other way, one more time. Reach long and all the way down to your ankle. One more time the other way. And all the way down to your ankle. And push me up. And body rotation. Keep your core engaged. And the other way. And all the way down. Try to touch the floor with your elbows, not only with your hands. And up, push your hips forward. And down again, bend from your hips first, and then reach low. And up again, push your hips forward. All right, make your feet wide. Push your hips forward and back. This is a small move, just to warm up the hip joint. All right, keep your feet wide, push your hips left and right. Legs should be kind of the kibadachi apart. Okay, and rotate. Small rotations. Keep a micro bend in your knees. Make sure the rotation is not from your knees. It's only what your hip allows. All right, and straight from there, half hurdle. Push your knees to the side. Feel the stretch on your inner thighs. All right, turn toward your straight leg. Try to lean forward. From your hips, not your back. And go the other way, half hurdle. And turn your body toward the straight leg, lean forward. Keep the other knee pushed to the side. All right, give me a kibadachi. We'll do this a little bit later too. Push your knees to the side. Move your weight from one leg to the other. All right, extend your body, go to shihodachi. Again, we'll do this a little bit later too, so turn your feet out. All right, and up. Zenkotudachi. Front stance toward your right or left, you choose. Keep your body upright, hips tucked in. Make sure your back knee is straight for this one. If you want to get a little bit more stretch in the hip flexor right here, tighten your glute. All right, release the tension on the back knee and try to do a few hip rotations. All right, ball of the foot. Again, back knee straight, push your hip down. And switch the other way. Zenkotudachi. Back knee straight, hips tucked under, engage your core. Engage your glute to get a little bit more stretch on the hip flexor. And hold. Okay, release the back knee, get a micro bend, turn your hip in and out. And back to Zenkotudachi, ball of the foot, back knee straight, push your hip down. Okay, get a little bit lower, make sure the front knee doesn't pass the toe. All right, back to your kibadachi. Push your knees out a little bit more. Try to get a little bit lower. So from feet apart, move your weight toward your right. Keep that foot, that's your left foot, keep it turned like you're doing the yokogiri. And the other way. And the other way. You can go as low as you can. You can. All right. And all the way up. And let's try a back stance. Actively push your hips, your knees to the side. Body upright, hips tucked under. And try to sink. And turn the other way. Set your feet first and then try to go down. Make sure your back knee is not caving in, it's pushed out. And back to your Kivadachi, body upright. And slowly up. Check it out. Let's do some leg raises. Starting to the front, alternate feet. Ich, me, san, chi, go, rok, sich, ach, ku, ju. 45 degrees. So as you do those, try not to bend your body like this. So the idea is for the knee to go up, for the leg to go up, not for the body to go down. So as you lift the leg, lift the body to this way. Ich, me, san, chi, go, rok, sich, ach, ku, ju. Side to side. Again, keep your body upright as much as you can. Ich, me, san, chi, go, rok, sich, ach, ku, ju. Good. And to the back. Let's do one leg at a time, 5 each leg. Ich, me, san, chi, go. And switch. The other leg. Ich, me, san, chi, go. All right, and shake it out. And now hips, rotate your hips. And the other way. Okay, together, go down and up, down and up, one more time, down and up. And rotate your knees. And the other way. Good. And ankle rotations. And the other ankle, go both ways. And hands on hips, up and down on the ball of your feet. Ich, me, san, chi, go, rok, sich, ach, ku, ju. Now next time we'll do a little bit different. One count will be up on the ball of your foot, then go heels. So ich, me, san, chi, go, rok, sich, ach, ku, ju. Good. Head and neck, up and down like you're saying yes. Left, right, like you're saying no. Ear to shoulder. That's ear to shoulder, not shoulder to ear. So keep your shoulder pressed down. It's okay if you don't go too far. And rotate. Gently with the rotation. It's early morning. And rotate the other way. And the other way. Fist. Just rotate for now. All right. Palm open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. Ich, ne, some, shake, go, look, sit, hutch, ku, do. And feet. Kick low and forward like you're doing a bind here. Ich, ne, some, shake, go, look, sit, hutch, ku, do. And switch. Ich, ne, some, shake, go, look, chich, hutch, ku, ju. Kicking to the side like you're doing Yokogiri. Ich, ne, some, shake, go, switch. Ich, ne, some, shake, go. And kicking back with your heel like you're doing your Ushiro. So make sure your heel is getting into the target. Just find each leg. Ich, ne, some, shake, go. And find with the other leg. Ich, ne, some, shake, go. Keep in mind this feeling of what your weapon is. We'll do a lot of stationary kicks today, so that's when your body needs to know already what we're doing. All right, and together, ready, us. So go ahead and grab some water. We're gonna start with the quick basics. So today, we're basically, what I'm trying to work on is moving. So what we have in the brown belt, Kihon, from Kamai stance. But let's go over some basics first. So from your front stance, we'll do rising block reverse punch, soto uke reverse punch, uchi uke reverse punch, down block reverse punch. And then we'll switch legs. Okay, so working on warming up the hips and definitely the form in your blocks. If you want, you can do 100%. If you want, you can do 50%. I'm not gonna count very fast. What we're working on is building the muscle memory, so technique has to be correct. Yes, yo. All right, and left leg forward. Hidari zenko tsudashi rambarai. Check your stance. Make sure your stance is wide enough to allow your free hip rotation in your Byakuzuki. All right, from here, add the Byakuzuki. Good. Agyoke, Byakuzuki. One count, both techniques. Ich, ne, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. Soto uke Byakuzuki. Ich, ne, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. Uchi uke Byakuzuki. Ich, ne, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. And get down by Byakuzuki. Last one. Ich, ne, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. And you may. And now there. And check it out. Good. As we go through those very, very basic, slower count, there's a lot of work on your stance. So if we hear the front leg and back leg glutes working, that's the correct way to do it. You have to feel those. If you don't feel the front glutes working, Drop your stance a little bit. All right. Going on the other side. Yo. Make it Zen dash. Right leg forward. Get up, right. Itch. All right. Check your stance first. Make sure it's wide enough for your Gyakuzuki and Aga Gyakuzuki. Starting with Agyoke Gyakuzuki. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. Sotoke. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. Ujuke. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. Gedambarai. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. And up. And shake it out. All right. Hips are getting better. Good. So go ahead and grab some water if needed. Last exercise we'll do to warm up the hips. We actually did this a lot. For those that are teaching kids, you guys know, because we do this a lot when we do the warm up for kids. So you'll be in your Zenkutsu Dachi, and you'll need a quick hip turn. In this hip turn, try not to go up and down. So just to press down in the turn. After you turn, the back knee should be straight. So if you don't have great hip flexibility, it's okay to be a little bit higher. I don't mind if you guys are here, as long as you go from here to there, to there, to there, to there. Belt should be flying around. All right, so, yo. You're gonna go left leg forward, down block, and I will be a little bit to the side. Good. So get your comfortable stance so you can actually work on flipping the really fast hip rotation. And for now, don't worry about the upper body. Just gonna turn the hips. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. Good. Next then, we'll add the down block there. If you guys are cool and you go to really, really low stances, this is one move from the higher level kata, unsu. All right, so give your left leg forward, down block. As you turn, you have the choice of complete wind up, or you have the choice of thinking of that down block as a strike here. Good. Ich, Nei, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Kyu, Ju. Good. And you may. And get together. And go. Good. So hips should be well warmed up by now. Let's start working on a little bit of Kihon. I'm looking at the black belt test and the brown belt test and trying to make the best of both. So that's why I'm here. All right. So the purpose of the Kihon today, for kicks and kick part and punches part, what we'll be working on is after the technique, let's say after your lunge punch, bring the back foot back in kamae really quick. So your technique will be, if we do the lunge punch, will be going there, lunge punch, and back here. That back foot plays a big role when you have 2 or 3 techniques together. When we do a kick, for example, a front kick, as part of your Kihon, you do your front kick, gonna step, step. So ideally, when you demonstrate your Kihon at that level, it's a dynamic Kihon, you should be covering a lot of distance. So if I'm here, switch legs. If I'm here and I'm doing my lunge, my magiri, I should be able to reach somebody with the second technique, somebody that's right there by the other side of the wall. So from here, I'm going to do my magiri, step, step, as long as you can. So that magiri, you really have to stretch it long before the step, step. Now, step, step is not full step. So the secret is staying low in all those techniques. So that step, step will be just a transition, translation out there into the next technique. So for now, I know you guys don't have enough room in your house. So I hope everybody has room for 2 steps. What we'll practice is with your hands on hips or hands relaxed, upper body is not working. Just pushing the back foot, pull the back foot here. So push for the technique and here. While we do this, press your body down instead of making it a jump over a paddle. So we're gonna do 2 and then turn around, go the other way. Yo! And he dives into that ground. And come on. So just the steps, pushing the back foot, reaching forward, bring the back foot back in kamae really quick. Ich, nei, sun. Good. And switch. Turn. Ich, nei, sun. And turn. Again, make sure this step is not, the reach is not this. That's a jump. Also, since you're practicing the advanced Kihon, as you're pushing the back foot, there's no reach with the front foot. This is incorrect. As you're pushing the back foot, think that your knee is reaching forward, not your foot this way. That gives you stability and that prevents you from being swift and thrown on the floor as you step. So one more time, still the left leg forward. And then we'll turn into the other leg, of course. Press down, reach with your knee. Ich. Nei. Good. And turn. Put the other leg forward. Ich. Nei. And turn. And one more time. Ich. Nei. Good. And turn. Good. And you gotta hit the right leg forward now. Ich. Nei. And turn. Good. Now to this step, then everybody understand how to do. You can add your Kizamizuki. Timing is, I'll try to do it slow. So timing is, I'm pushing. That's when I throw my punch. Bringing the back, leg back in kamae, I'll just come in kamae really quick. So throw the punch in the very last moment. Your punch should not start as you start moving. Your punch should be snapped in the very last moment as you get there. I hope that makes sense. Let's try it. All right. So, yo. And let's go left leg forward. Hitaris and Hitaris Gambare. And come on. Lower body. Try to stay low as you step forward. Step really quick. upper body, punch in the very last moment, bring the hands back in kamae as you bring the back leg back. Let's try it. Ich. Snake. Good. And okay. Same thing coming back. Ich. Snake. And kamae. So note. Kamae coming back, left leg forward. Same thing. Ich. Snake. Good. And then same thing coming back. Stay low. Fast feet. Ich. Snake. And okay. And your way. Another way. Yes. So Kizaruzuki. Seems to be a very simple technique. And every single probably orange, blue belt, they start working on. However, there's a lot to put together in that one technique to make it efficient, right? So it's the timing, it's the surprise element, it's the quickness, it's the transition of the feet. So everything should come in place. As long as you guys know what you need to do, you get to practice. So that's why we're taking the opportunity to go slow with those classes, so you guys can practice a little bit like this. All right, let's take 1 minute and we'll move on to the other technique. So 1 minute, go ahead and grab some water, fix your knees, and we'll be back. All right, and yummy. And yummy. Come on. Same thing for the back fist, same idea. So we're gonna go through the back fist just several times forward and back without any more comments. You guys know what to think about. This time, as you're doing your back fist, try to get into a very uncomfortable low position, low stance. So we're all used to the kamae stance right here, right? I'm really comfortable here. Now, if you watch the very good guys or ladies in sparring, their kamae stance is here. It's somewhere there, like really loaded on the legs so they can spring. So let's try that for your back fist practice. Turn your left leg forward. Try to come a lower kamae stance. If it's comfortable, not okay for now. All right, work those legs. So back fist coming forward. Snake, sun, and back. Same thing coming back. Snake, sun. Good. And straight. Good. One more set. Get a little bit lower. Snake, sun. And okay. Last set. Get lower, roll the legs. Snake, sun. And okay. And you may. And okay. That's good. Good. So the more you guys work on lower stances, the stronger your legs will be. And that's one of the key in karate. All the stances needs to be, all the lower part of your body needs to be extremely strong and stable. Like the connection rooted to the floor feeling. All right. Next one. We only have time for 2 more. Gotta do this. Okay, so yo. And he dives into that German. Come on. Same thing. From a little bit lower than comfortable Kamae stance, just reverse punch. So what we'll work on is that reverse punch that goes really long and back to Kamae. So work the legs and work the distance that you cover to reach your opponent. If you guys master this in sparring, that's all you need to win a tournament. Honestly, you can win a tournament with only reverse punches if well done. All right, so from your Kamae, get a little bit lower. And I'm not gonna count that fast. Give you time to think about and readjust your stance if you find yourself a little bit higher in your Kamae stance. Snake. Sun. Good. And leg. Jump. Snake. Sun. Good. And turn. 3 more each side. Now remember the steps, the pressing down as you reach forward, the punch in the very last moment. All right, just 3 more each side. Itch. Snake. Sun. And motor. Good. Last one. Itch. Snake. Sun. Good. And motor. Anyway. Another. And shake it out. If you indeed work lower than usual, your legs should feel jelly right now. So feel tired. Okay, let's take 1 minute, 30 seconds, grab some water, and then we'll move on to the kicks. All right. For the kicks, we'll practice the same thing, the step. And there are some in your test, there are some single kicks, there are some double kicks for the brown belt examination, single kicks combined with the punch for the Shodan examination. There's some kick punch or there's some punch kick. For the kick punch, I've noticed it's a little bit easier for all the students. You figure out that step. So we're gonna practice the punch kick combinations. Yes. Now in the punch kick combination, let's say you have Yakuzuki Mawashi Geri. You're here in your Kamae. Of course, low. You're gonna do the lunging Yakuzuki. You're gonna bring the hands back in Kamae as you kick, and then you go to step. This is the goal for today. So we'll do Yakuzuki Maegiri, Yakuzuki Mawashi Giri, Yakuzuki Yoko Giri. All of them should end with a step. It's a step, not hop jump or hop step or any other combination. So to be able to do that correctly, you need to stay pretty low on your kick and you need to kick long. That's the secret of making that step come easy instead of pushing into that step. All right. Actually, let's start with Maegiri Oizuki. And we're only gonna do 2 or 3 each side. I just want you to get used to what you need to practice with. Yo! He doesn't do that, you're about to eat. Come on. Coming for Maigiri Oizuki. Oizuki is gonna be in here. So for the ones that have not learned this yet, you're here in your kamae. Timing is Maigiri, Oizuki, step, step. All right, so you're in your left leg forward. Let's go to Maigiri, Oizuki. Step, step. I'll keep reminding you, step, step. Ich. Knee. Good. And go ahead and scoot back. One more set. Ich. Knee. Good. And go ahead and scoot back. As I watch it's very hard to see you guys right now with my small screen without the glasses. But usually as I watch my students doing this, and everybody that knows me, they know I'm very technical. So to make this technique credible, efficient, your Maigiri needs to be correct as well. So if in your Maigiri, and I'm gonna try to do it, if in your Maigiri, you end up with this hip high, your Oizuki won't go the right way. So theoretically, when you do your Maigiri, if I put my belt on my hips will be even at all time. This one doesn't go up like that as you do your Maigiri. So it shouldn't lift. Hips should be even, and you're set for nice, correct Oizuki right here with your hips even. Keep that in mind as you practice. All right, next one. Gyakuzuki Maigiri. Good. So give me your kamae. We'll go slow. Second set, we can go a little bit faster. So as you do your Gyakuzuki, remember low, long Gyakuzuki. That will give you the correct launch in your Maigiri. Ich. Step, step. Ich. Step, step. Good. So back, add some speed in this. And again, if you end up lifting that kicking hip, the step, step will be a drop step instead of translation step, which is supposed to be. So something to work on. So kamae, we'll try to do 2 going forward. Let me see. I can use the diagonal of my room. Ich. Good. One more. Ich. Good. And slowly walk back. Next one, Gyakuzuki Mawashi Geri. Now, if you're thinking, Gyakuzuki, you're doing your Mawashi Geri. Your hips are here. So that step, step cannot be there. After your Mawashi Geri, recover before going forward. So if by recovering, I mean bringing your hips even again before stepping forward. I hope that makes sense. So left leg forward. Try to use the diagonal of my room. Gyakuzuki Mawashi Geri, step, step. Ich. Good. One more. Ich. Good. And let's step back. One more set. If you want, you can add some speed. If you're not quite there, work on your technique. If you're core engaged in that Mawashi Geri, go stay low as you go into the Gyakuzuki. Ich. Knee. Good. And slowly move back. Next one, Gyakuzuki Yoku Geri Komi. Yep, the Akuzuki Yokogeri Kekomi. Step, step. So the same applied. The same thing that we did have for March Geri, coming back to the basic position before doing the steps. So bring your hips down. After your Yokogeri, your step should not be here. After your Yokogeri there, step, recover quick before doing the step. And when we practice at the dojo, I add another technique many times after the Yokogeri, and that's how the students realize, oh yeah, I can't really be here and try to do another technique. I need to be back here to start my next technique. So last one of this set, and we'll probably end a little bit 5 minutes earlier today as well. So hang in there, we're almost there. Gyakuzuki, Yokogeri Kekomi. Now remember, beginning of the class, we practiced that shape of the foot in your Yokogeri. Make sure that is, the blade of the foot is the part of that you're kicking with. Don't let that go away. That should be there all the time. So come on. Load in, load Gyakuzuki. Pivot, Yokogeri Kekomi, step, step. Ich. Good. And I only have room for one, so I'm going to move back. Same thing, one more time. Ich. Good. Excellent. As I go close to my screen, I see you guys. That looks really good. One more with the left leg forward. Unless you already switch legs, I'm only going to do the left leg forward on this one. Ich. Good. And if you haven't switched legs, just switch legs now. If you're alternating, continue. 3 more. Ich. Good. Nate. One more. Some. Good. And yeah. And get together. And up. Yes. And go ahead and grab some water. We only have one more thing to work on, and then we're done for today. 1 minute break. Okay, yeah. So I was actually reflecting on what the test that we will be able to do from now on, considering social distancing and less room that we will have, even training in the dojo or training at home. So it is possible, I won't say anything, but it is possible that the brown belt, the black belt test, the test that we will be conducting from now on will be a little bit adapted to the space that we have and the conditions we can train. For example, bunkai for the kata, everybody needs to understand what the moves are. However, we cannot work with partners because of we have to keep that social distance. So bunkai for the kata will be learned kind of on a theoretically based. Sparring might not work for a while, but what will work and you will have in your test for sure is stationary kicks. There's no excuse not to have those kicks in your test. And because we had that much time to practice those stationary kicks, in that small space that we have at home, there's no excuse not to do them well. So we're gonna practice those today. Start practicing, and I'm sure you guys have been practicing before as well. Few things that you always have to keep in mind for stationary kicks. The knee has to stay up in between kicks. You have Magiri front snap kick, side snap kick, roundhouse, which is a snap kick as well, but then you have a thrust kick. So it has to be a clear difference between snapping, 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 thrust with your heel in there. So hold that heel into the target for a fraction of a second. Balance is important. Upper body is important into keeping that balance. So everything counts while you're practicing those. So for now, we're gonna have knees together, feet together, knees bent, hands up. We're gonna practice slow. Magiri, Yoko Geri, Mawashi Geri, back to balance. Ushiro Geri, back to balance. I'm losing my balance too, so don't get frustrated if you do. It's okay, that's why we practice. So alternate legs, starting with your right. Front kick, itch. Back to your balance. Knee up, hips straight, hips even. Yoko Geri, itch. Good, back to balance. Knee up. Mawashi Geri, remember to pivot and come back. This is hard. Itch. Good. Back to center, knee up. Hands are staying here. They're not flying anywhere. Turn your head. Ushiro Geri. Itch. And back to center. Get your balance and put your knee down. Good. I don't know about you, for me the hardest is Ushiro Geri because of the turn of the body and the turn of the head. Whenever you turn your head and close your eyes, it's okay to lose your balance. Everybody does that. Okay. Left leg. Magiri, itch. Yoko Geri, itch. Back to balance. Mawashi Geri, itch. Back to balance. Turn your head. Try not to lose your balance as you turn your head. And Ushiro Geri, itch. Back to your balance. And down. Two more. Right. Itch. Back to your balance. Knee. Good. Mawashi Geri. Itch. Back to balance. Hold it. Ushiro Geri. Itch. And back here. And down. And left leg. Itch. Yoko Geri. Itch. Mawashi Geri. Itch. Ushiro Geri. Itch. Hold it. And down. Good. Last set. Right. It's okay to get a little bit of speed in your technique, but you must come back into being completely balanced in between. All right. Right. Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. And yeah. And left. Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. And yeah. Good. And last set, we'll do from your Zenbutsu Dachi. You do one set on your right with your left leg forward, one set with your right leg forward, on your own. After your Ushiro Geri, back to balance and go to your Zenbutsu Dachi. And then you can switch stance. Either take a step forward or switch stance. As you do those from Zenbutsu Dachi, I want you to think, snap, 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 thrust. Back to balance, control, and down. All right, yo. So now go left leg forward, down, up. Hands up, stationary kicks, one set. And then on your own, go to the second set. Hajime. another. Yes. Good class today, everybody. So it's really nice to see you guys. I know that was a little bit of a workout. For me, at least, I know you are in a way better shape than me. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. I will also teach a noon class today. That will be general karate, and that will be mostly for youth. So if you guys want to work on basics, you are more than welcome to join. All right, for now, let's go enjoy your morning. Yes. So, together. Yes. Good job, guys.
Thank you, Sensei.
You're welcome, Leland Braxton. See you guys.
Thank you, Sensei.
You're welcome.